You ever meet someone so good at hustling that even his fellow criminals had to stand back and say, "Alright, this guy's on another level"? Enter Arnold Rothstein, better known as the Brain. And trust me, that nickname wasn't just for show. This guy didn't just play the game, he designed it, rigged it, and then bet against you with a grin while you wondered why the dealer was winking at him. He was the kind of gambler who didn't leave things to chance. Instead, he made sure chance was on his payroll. Picture New York in the early 1900s, gritty, smoky, and run by a delightful mix of ambitious bootleggers, swindlers, and oh yeah, actual gangsters. Arnold Rothstein stood out because he wasn't just another guy in a pinstripe suit waving a Tommy gun. No, he was smart, a businessman in a world of bruisers. While most mobsters relied on threats, Rothstein used strategy. He saw prohibition coming and thought, alcohol's going to be illegal. Fantastic, let's monetize. He turned gambling, liquor, and loan sharking into an organized enterprise, and unlike his more violent peers, he didn't start fights, he bought the referees. And that's where the fun really starts. Arnold Rothstein didn't believe in fair play. Fair play is for people who lose money gambling. Instead, he figured out a way to beat the system by rigging it. He had his fingers in everything: boxing, horse racing, dog racing, you name it. If it involved betting, Rothstein had a guy in the background, making sure the right outcome happened. And if someone got cold feet about throwing a game, no problem. He had a few friends who could help persuade them. Ever heard of the Black Sox scandal? That's when 8 players on the Chicago White Sox allegedly threw the World Series against the Cincinnati Reds, for a price of course. Rothstein was probably the mastermind behind it all, sitting in his high-rise office, sipping something expensive while raking in a fortune. Of course, when you spend your life bending the rules, it catches up with you. By 1928, Rothstein had made too many enemies, owed too much money. And shockingly, some people didn't appreciate being on the losing side of his bets. So one night, he got a friendly invitation to a high-stakes poker game, and wouldn't you know it, he ended up shot in a hotel bathroom. Did he snitch on the shooter? Nope. Even on his deathbed, the Brain refused to talk. If there's one thing Rothstein proved, it's that winning is a lot easier when you control the pieces. Speaking of winning, if you want to start placing bets like a real pro, there's a little something called the most profitable horse racing system that you might want to check out. It's all in the Profit in the Frame ebook, your guide to betting smart, not hard. Click the link in the description and learn how to multiply your bankroll by 800% in 8 months, no bribery or enforcers required.